Folks, well, we have our next load. We are going to pick up in Depew, New York. It's just a little north of Buffalo. It's the Sonwil Distribution Center. And then we are headed east to Manchester, Connecticut. Fortunately, it's not the southern side of Connecticut. It is closer to Massachusetts, so we won't have to get too close to the city to make our delivery, but then who knows what's after that, because it is over in that area. I'm referring to the New York area, for those that aren't geographically inclined. But we'll be taking this load from the Sonwil Distribution Center to the Stop and Shop Distribution Center in Manchester. It is 32 miles of deadhead and just about 400 miles loaded. I'm about to head out of here. We've already gotten unloaded, got our paperwork from the last load, and we are ready to go. Everything is plugged into the GPS. We don't have to be at the pickup. Well, the pickup's at 10 a.m. and it is 9/11, so we got to book. We gotta move it, move it, move it.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Yeah, I like to move it.
And then we deliver tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Easy run. Let's go. We have arrived. No thanks at all to Trucker Path, who for the last 5 miles or so has been trying to pull its head out of its ass, and honestly, it's trying to give me the right directions, but it just can't figure out where the hell it is. And so it's just, rerouting. And it thinks we're in places that we're not. And so obviously the routes that it's trying to give me suck. But we made it. Now I just got to go find where the shipping office is. I think that's it over there, but I'm gonna go inside and find out. We're in a good spot. We're not blocking anybody, so good place as any. Well, we didn't get we tried that 110B, and the guy that came out of that door told me I gotta go to 110C. So I went into 110C, rang the doorbell. The guy right there that's standing by the door, you can see him, told me I gotta go around the front of the building and check in at door 110A. Sonwil, if you guys are listening, some signage would be very useful. There's absolutely no signage on the outside of this building. Most of it doesn't even say Sonwil. The only reason I knew that this was a Sonwil building coming in here was because there were some Sonwil trailer is parked up against it. So we got to get around here to the front side of the building. Oh, there is a sign there that says Sunwheel. Street facing. I wonder if there was a truck entrance over here as well. It's entirely possible Trucker Path just brought me in the back way. Driver check-in. Okay, they have signage on the front side of the building. So the check-in door is next to door 28. And yeah, there's a nice big entrance there as well. So, all right, I think I'm out of everybody's way, even though I'm right in the middle here. I'm gonna go get checked in. Well, interesting scenario here, and I'll explain it to you in a minute. All right, I'll go ahead and explain it to you now because I'm going to reposition before we do it. Basically, their yard dog had to go across town for some reason, pick up a load or whatever, and so all of their doors are blocked. So, you know, I said, well, I'm happy to drop my trailer and pull it out of the door for you if you want me to. I'm not doing anything else, otherwise I'll be waiting for 45 minutes, and I don't want to wait for 45 minutes. He said, well, if that's what you want to do, go for it. So that's what I'm going to do, folks. I just got to get, I'm just going to get positioned here. Someplace good. All right. Now we're going to drop our trailer, and I am going to pull that trailer out of there for them. real quick. I've never messed with an intermodal trailer before. Well, intermodal, not much different than regular trailers, apparently. Alrighty. Easy peasy. And just like that, we've saved ourselves 45 minutes of waiting. Get her done! It didn't click. Still open though. Let's try this again. One more time. Interesting. All right. Time to monkey with it. There we go. All right. Oh, I guess I should open the doors, shouldn't I? Little detail. Minor details, minor details. Interestingly, they've got a sign inside that says, "Do not slide your tandems." I don't know why they don't want us to slide our tandems, but okay. Bump. Straight down and re-bump that. I think it's actually pretty straight. There we go. Okay. So simple as that. We saved 45 minutes. Actually, we probably only saved 15 minutes or so, maybe 30 minutes, because that probably took 15. All right, folks, we are loaded. Doors are closed and sealed, and dispatch has been notified, so we are out of here. I'm going to stop off. It's not particularly heavy. I think it's only 20,000 pounds, but I'm still going to stop off at the first truck stop we come to because I got to use the facilities. I believe there was at least a TA. I think there was maybe a Love's as well. Not far from here. Right back on I-90. So that is the way we're headed. And that's where I'll stop if that was actually where it is. Good morning, folks. So it is Wednesday. It's about 3:40 a.m. We are 215 miles away from our destination in Manchester, Connecticut. We're actually going to be early unless something happens, cross our fingers. But pre-trip's already done. We're ready to roll out of here. I had a good night's sleep. I didn't do any editing. I just kind of tweeted a few tweets and then went to bed. I was tired yesterday, but I'm rested now. Woke up 2:30 with no issues, and the truck next to me, I've complained about this before, but you know, trucks that have air leaks and have that constant push, push, push with their air pressure cutoff valve just triggering every couple of minutes. I had one of those next to me last night, but I was so tired last night it didn't even bother me. I fell right asleep. So let's roll, shall we? See you soon. Morning.
This is your first time here?
Yes, sir.
All right. I just need you to write your phone number on the back, and then I need your driver's license card. Your appointment is today. The only issue is I'm checking the system and I'm calling the office. They actually have your appointment set for 1 p.m. today.
My paperwork says 8 a.m.
For some reason, like sometimes you guys will have a certain time and then it gets to our receiving office, and I guess
Somebody lied, basically.
I guess they plan it to their schedule, so sometimes we'll switch it up, unfortunately. So, and they kind of strict. They won't let you bring a load in like too many hours ahead of the appointment time. The earliest you can bring it is 1 hour. So let's say at 1 p.m., the earliest you can bring it is 12. But right here on top of your paperwork, I have like an address to a truck stop in Hartford, which is right next to Manchester, so it's not too far away. You can go there, chill a little bit, then come back by 12, and they'll be ready for you by 1 p.m. So we'll open this up.
All right. I better get detention. It's gonna piss my dispatcher off because he's got me another load booked. And it's gonna have to cancel. But it ain't my fault. Somebody somewhere lied to somebody else. Somebody is not honoring their time commitments. So let me pull over to the side here, get this address plugged in, and call my dispatcher. Well, so while we're sitting in traffic, I can talk about what just happened. I thought I was recording it, but apparently I was not. If it turns out that I was, then maybe I'll just delete this clip and use that clip instead. But essentially, we went back there. Dispatcher was like, nope, turn around, go back, talk to the guy, and let me talk to the guy. And so we did that, and I put him on the speakerphone and put the phone down there where the gate guard could talk to him, and he told him to go back in and double check, because we clearly have a rate confirmation that says today at 8 a.m. Appointment confirmed, blah 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 blah. So the guy went back in and checked, called the receiving office, etc., and they told him that apparently the load was originally scheduled for delivery on the 23rd at 8 a.m. But I guess it got rescheduled or canceled or moved or couldn't get picked up or whatever happened, so that it got rescheduled to deliver today at 1 p.m. which does not coincide at all with the information that we got from the broker. Dispatcher says that the broker is a reliable, honest broker that they've worked with many times before. So he doesn't believe that the broker was lying to him. So, but somebody fucked up. Somebody somewhere fucked up and either flat out lied or put in the wrong information somewhere or something. But it got a little heated, and I wasn't even talking, so it wasn't me that got heated. I didn't get bent out of shape. But security guard just walked back into the shack, raised the gate, and refused to engage any further. He didn't even say goodbye. He just said he's going to have to come back at noon. Nothing I can do about it. I'm not breaking the rules for y'all. He's got his rules that he has to follow, and he's not breaking them for us. And just, disengaged from the conversation without so much as another word. And walked inside and raised the gate. And at that point, there's nothing else I can do but leave. So dispatcher is, I'm sure, quite vigorously going after the broker and the shipping and the receiving department and whoever else he can get a hold of to get it worked out so that we can get back in there. But we're on our way to the truck stop that the gate guard told me about before all of this got heated. It's only about, I guess, maybe 8 miles away from their distribution center, but apparently there's a bit of traffic in getting there because it is, after all, 8 a.m. and we're in a city, and that's when traffic happens. But I'll keep y'all posted. GoPro, stop recording. I should add that this kind of stuff happens all the time in trucking. For those of you that aren't in trucking, this kind of stuff happens all the time, especially with big warehouses, big shippers, and big receivers. This particular load was shipped by General Mills Inc. and was going to Adusa, Manchester, but Adusa has a receiving for several major warehouses or major companies would be my guess. The information we got on the rate confirmation was that it was going to Stop and Shop, which I don't know anything about Stop and Shop, but I'm guessing they're kind of a Dollar General type place or something along those lines, or some sort of convenience store around this area. Yeah, whenever you're dealing with big warehouses or big shippers and receivers, they don't give a rat's ass about truck drivers. They don't give a rat's ass about carriers. All they care about is their own schedules, and getting the merchandise that they ordered when they want it. And they don't care who gets screwed over in the process of getting their stuff when they want it. And in this case, I got screwed over because I woke up at 4 a.m. so that I could deliver on time at 8 a.m. And now the carrier gets screwed over because now we're going to be sitting around for the next 3.5, 4 hours. We're probably going to lose out on the load that we had scheduled for after this one, because I guarantee when we go back there at noon and get docked and start getting unloaded, it's going to take them all the full 2 hours to get unloaded. They're going to take their time unloading this because they don't care. Which means we won't be out of there probably until 3 p.m. Maybe later. Good chance it'll be later. So we're screwed, carrier's screwed. The broker's probably screwed because he's going to have to pay us detention because he has a rate confirmation that said 8 a.m. and we're going to be sitting and waiting for, it's going to take us at least 5 hours before, if I get back there at noon, 8 a.m., 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 2 more hours at least to get unloaded, 1, 2, that's 6 hours. The rate confirmations say we were supposed to be unloaded usually within 2 hours or 3. So he's probably going to wind up paying at least 3 or 4 hours of detention time. Which he shouldn't have had to pay unless it was his mistake. And that's probably going to come out of his end. Alrighty, well, we are parked. And we are going to be standing by to see if we're able to get this fixed. Otherwise, I'll head back over there a little bit before noon. See y'all soon. Alrighty, folks, well, it is now 11:30. I don't have my watch on, so I don't know why I'm looking at my wrist, but we're going to head back over to the distribution center and try and get checked in again and get unloaded finally. Let's roll. All right, let's try this again. We got here a little bit before noon, and I don't want to give them any reason to say, no, you gotta turn around and go outside and wait. So I pulled over on the side of the road just before the entrance and put the flashers on and just waited it out. But it's 11:55 now. I doubt they'll say boo about it. How's it going? Not the same guy. Maybe he sent her out so he wouldn't have to deal with me. Not that I hold anything against him. It's not his fault. Somebody screwed up. It wasn't me. It wasn't him. I don't hold it personal against him. My dispatcher's a lot less tolerant, though.
Is this your first time here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're gonna go to parking spot 802.
All right.
It's gonna be your first left right here, and it's gonna be the second parking spot on your right once you turn. You're gonna walk to
Next
the
to that
corner,
truck.
and the door's gonna say S3. That will be the receiving office.
S3? Okay. Thank you kindly. Cut that a little bit too wide. All right, back in a few. Well, we are checked in. We don't have a door assignment yet. We gotta wait for their phone call. As soon as they give us the call, we will get docked. And it sounded like it takes them a while to unload. They don't have lumpers, but or at least not a lumper fee. So, but she did say that they check everything as they unpack it. So we may be here a while. All right, we got our door assignment. I am going to run to the back of the truck here and take the seal off. Open the doors if I can. I'm not 100% sure I can. maybe too close to the truck next to us. But the truck that's currently in door 19, I saw him coming out with his paperwork, so we won't be in. We will be available to go in very soon. Yep, I was right. We're too close to the truck next to us to swing the doors yet. So I'll wait till we're swung around in positions. But I got the seal off. Go ahead and get lined up on it. Actually, I'll wait for him to pull out because I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do until I do it. I never did show y'all what the load was, and I guess I never will. But from what I can see, we got Honey Nut Cheerios and Frosted Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. And who knows what else. What can I say? I'm a child of the 80s. I like all those cereals that we had back then. I don't know what they have these days. Maybe Woke Flakes, something along those lines. Equity Flakes, that would be a good cereal name for today. still not lined up on those curtains. Probably good enough. All right, that's it. We're docked. See how long it takes us to unload us. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, so see y'all in the next one.